Welcome to PJ Live with your hosts, Laurie and Andrea. PJ Live is a fun, fast-paced weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. Tune in for highlights from all of the articles, blogs, vlogs, and podcasts from the week. Then grab your favorite snack or beverage and peruse PromoJournal.com for the content that interests you. But first, here's Laurie and Andrea.
Hey, welcome to PJ Live. This is a weekly recap of PromoJournal's content, and this week I am joined by Halle. It's not Andrea.
Special guest.
Special guest this week, filling in for Andrea, who is vacationing down south with her family. So looks like they're having some fun. Maybe she'll have some pictures to share of her escapades when she gets back. So Halle is sitting in, and we're going to get this party started. So we're going to give you a quick recap of all of the content that we have had on PromoJournal this past week. What do we start off with this week, huh?
Let's start off with the Monday Minute. So this week on the Monday Minute, Kirby said, skills pay the bills. So you want to just don't stop learning. Choose to learn. Use the resources you have. Go watch a YouTube video on something that interests you. Make yourself more valuable. And we'll give it all away, but
I liked that he said, and I wonder if you would agree with this, because you are much closer. You just finished your schooling. I've been out for quite a while now. But he made the comment that education is what's done to you, and learning is something you do to yourself.
I agree with that, because there was a lot of classes where I was not super interested in what I was learning and I was just taking in the information. But then there was classes that I'd go and look up more things about what I was learning after because I was so interested in it and I wanted to know more about it.
So do something good for yourself and get out there and learn. Whether it's a YouTube video or a class at your local community college, there's so many great ways to learn. It's your regionals, education at the trade shows. So I agree with that too. Never stop learning. And then we have this week Promo Day with our friend Brandon Petrich. And the sponsor this week was Bell Promo. So Brandon has 5 amazing videos that highlight 5 different products from Bell Promo's line. And they had, I'm not going to give away all the products. You'll have to go over to PromoJournal.com to check them out. Just click on Promo Day and you can watch all of the amazing videos. But they had this really cute mini crossbody shoulder bag. It was adorable. So it's like a little fun-sized bag. So I really like that. I think that was my favorite from the week. So check out all of those great products from Bell Promo. And picks of the week this week.
It was a fun one.
This was
one of my favorites. It was dental hygiene, and I love going to the dentist. So.
I do too. Love it.
So it's the perfect one for me to talk about. So the first product we have up here is from Mandy Clay, and this is from Mixie. It is a credit card dental floss holder. So you can keep your dental floss in your wallet.
I think it comes all like spun with it, and you just pull it out.
So keep it in your wallet, have dental floss whenever you need it.
And you know what I love most about this?
What?
There's a mirror on it.
Oh,
isn't that ingenious?
Nice. Yes.
Yeah. So if you have to is that still stuck in my teeth? Yeah. So
see,
I thought that was a great idea.
Okay, so then up next we have sunglasses. This was Emily Codner's pick. And at first I was a little confused. I was like, sunglasses?
She did. She said to me, I think she might have picked wrong. And I go, no, don't you remember going to the dentist as a young child?
So these are youth sunglasses from HIT. And they're for kids in the dental chair when they're getting their work done and the bright lights in their eyes. So throw the dentist logo on there and load the kids up with their sunglasses.
I thought this, and Emily is a mom to young kids, so of course this, and when I saw it at first, I had the same reaction you did at first. I was like, oh, wait a second. And then I was like, oh my goodness, they used to always ask you guys when you were little if you wanted a pair of sunglasses.
Sometimes my dentist still asks if I want
sunglasses. So I thought that was a very creative pick. All right, and then what was the last? Who was our last picker?
Renee Jones was our last picker. She picked the premium toothbrush travel kit from Gary line. And this is perfect. I'm always on the go. I'm staying other place, everywhere and everywhere. So this is perfect. I would use this all the time.
I love this too because it has the carabiner clip, so you can just kind of hook it onto your bag. But there's the mini dental floss. There's the toothbrush that has a case that it can hold itself into, and then the mini toothpaste. So with a pouch that you can keep it all in, with a great spot for a logo. So I love that one too. So those were 3 great picks from 3 great suppliers. So you can check out I don't think we have a million. That's an exaggeration, but
tons
and
tons of product inspiration.
Of picks of the week picks from our amazing pickers. And the best part about picks of the week is if you go to PromoJournal and you click on a pick of the week and you're like, oh, this would be perfect for my clients, you can send it and it makes it completely end user safe. It removes the distributors, it removes the supplier information. So it's a wonderful piece of end user content. So you can go over to PromoJournal.com and check out all of those amazing picks. And then what else did we have this week? We had, the identity collection dropped this week. I love these. If you're not familiar with identity collections, they're digital lookbooks, and we do about a half a dozen of them a year around different themes. And in August every year, our holiday edition comes out, and it brings me back to the days of the Sears catalog. Now, that was like long before Halle. I think maybe there was like a Target catalog when you were a kid.
Yes, and the Toys R Us one. And
you'd start what you wanted. Well, the Sears one was like this thick, but ours is digital, so there's no thickness to it. But you can flip through, I believe we have 21 amazing suppliers, which means 42 pages of
huge
holiday gift ideas. So chock full of great ideas. And now is the time to start thinking about those holiday gifts. So you have to check out the identity collection and all of the amazing gifts that are in there. And you can go to promocorner.com and check that out. It's also on our social channels, so go find that. And what else do we have this week? Kirby
with Delivering Marketing Joy. So this week, Kirby sat down with Jeff Lederer from Myron, and they talked about the process of reviving a business and what the steps you got to take in that, turn it around. And
I was fascinated by this conversation because most people who have been in the industry for any time are aware that Jeff had been with Alpha Broda Prime for quite some time. He sold the business, I believe, back in 2017, and then he stayed on for about 3 years with them as they transitioned. And so after he completely left, he was kind of trying to figure out what his next step was going to be. And he commented that promo just keeps pulling him back. So people say that it gets this hold of you and it just pulls you back in. So Jeff is back in working with Myron, and he is really trying to revive their company. So he talks about the process, like you said, and he loves bringing people together and solving problems, which I think would be 2 really important attributes for trying to revive a company. So you can check out the whole interview at promojournal.com and see what Jeff and Kirby talk about there. And then we had Now Trending. So I need your input on this one, because Now Trending is a piece of content that we drop twice a month, and it is just on kind of new topics, new things that are trending. And this week's is tips on how to apply the metaverse to your business. And I'm still like, I know what the metaverse is, but I'm still just so perplexed by its complexity, I guess. I don't know. So they said that implementations right now we're seeing a lot of them in travel and in real estate. And I get that, because you could throw on a headset and you could transport yourself to a resort or a different country or whatever. And same with real estate, you could tour houses and stuff. But I always get kind of stuck on how we can implement it into our business and into our industry. So they talked about Gucci, and Gucci has a metaverse called Gucci Vault Land. Are you familiar with this?
I'm not familiar.
No, I
with
wasn't
Gucci
either.
Vaultland.
But Gucci Vaultland, you can go and you can play games, you can try out fashion, and you can learn about their company. So I don't know. I mean, I guess people could start creating little supplier lands where people could come in.
Trade shows
Well,
where
yeah,
you walk around your metaverse.
And we have seen that. There were a bunch of companies that started going down that route where it was like a real interactive experience. I don't think we quite got that far. I think people started to
once you could go back in person.
yeah, it got a little hard. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues to move forward. They did say that the best place to start if you are looking is to begin advertising in the metaverse.
I could see that.
So what would that look like?
Be a billboard on, if you're in a virtual house tour, the TV has an ad on it.
Yeah.
Or
It's kind of neat.
getting creative.
Yeah, that would be interesting. So food for thought right there. It got me thinking more and confused more too, I guess. But interesting topic for sure. All right, let's see. I want to make sure we're not missing anything yet. We got all of that. And Industry Insider this week, Jeff and Megan Stevens sat down with BJ Vaughn, who Jeff introduced as his brother. He's actually his brother-in-law, but he is like a brother to him. And BJ has been in the industry for 35 years, and Jeff attributes his entry into the industry to BJ. So they just sit down and talk about small businesses. They talked a lot about the struggles when you're starting out and things that you have to overcome and things that people don't know. So it was an interesting and fun conversation. So you can check that out over at PromoJournal.com. And then we had a couple of articles this week by a few of our writers. Marketing Matters with Greg Emmer. And Greg's article was all about planning for corporate gift giving. When?
Now. It's time.
Now is time for corporate gift giving. It's crazy because we're in the summer. Some schools have just started back. We're in the Northeast, so school's not back yet. But some of you poor people in the South, Florida's gone back, and I think Kansas is going back next week. So it's time to start thinking about the holidays and back to school, which is really sad. But he talked about how corporate gift giving is basically a marketing exercise designed to build relationships between a giver and a recipient. So it's another extension of your marketing. And he talked about how the return on investment for corporate gifting is generally very quick and very long lasting. So if you haven't really gotten into the corporate gift giving market with your sales, you might want to look into that and check out Greg's article for some great information there. And then Paul Kiwi. Paul has been doing an ongoing series about core values. And this month he talks about creativity as a core value. And he said that creativity fosters a culture of continuous improvement and keeps companies at the forefront of their industries. What do you think about creativity?
I think creativity is very important. You got to stand out and keep yourself fun and fresh. Keep people looking at you.
Yeah, and that's what will do it. So all that out of the box thinking. Some people are naturally creative. Other people have to kind of work on that. So that was a great article. So you can check out Paul Kiwi's Pursuit of Purpose on PromoJournal. And if you're interested in all of the other core values that he's been exploring, you can check out his past articles there as well. And then coming up tomorrow, we have the rundown with Laurie and Amelia. And they actually got to film together in person in Chicago at the ASI show. So
I love when they're together.
I do too. I think they love when they're together too. So they will be together in person on tomorrow's episode. And Amelia shares some travel hack. It's really her recovery process for when she is done with these shows, I think. So if you need some recovery hacks or tricks, you can check that out. And then Laurie talks about the benefits of Brazil nuts. Do you know what a Brazil nut is?
I don't know what a Brazil nut is.
All right. So do you remember getting, like at the holidays, especially, I'll get like the big bags of mixed nuts, the ones where you have to take the cracker
them.
and
Okay,
crack
yep,
them?
yep.
Yes. So hold on. I have a picture here. Sorry, Instagram people, you can't see this. So here's a picture of like the mixed nuts that you get in the bag, and you have to crack them open. And one of those is a Brazil nut. It is the one. You don't know which one?
I don't know which one. I know it's not the one with the shell.
Yeah, well, they all have shells. So the one that's kind of shaped like a kidney bean almost, it's like the dark brown one, and it's the one that you swear, like you try to open it.
Okay.
And it gets, you usually crush it, or you have to get the little pick tool out and try to pick them out.
Okay.
So that's the Brazil nut. And so she talks about all of the wonderful benefits of that, which is interesting because that's the one I used to always skip over because I couldn't ever get them open. So I bet you can buy them all shelled. So that's coming up tomorrow. And then we have coming up at the end of this month, the Promo Show virtual holiday show. I'm really excited about this. It is on Tuesday, August 29th, and it's not too late. If you are a supplier and you would like to get your holiday gifts in front of our audience, you can book a virtual booth. And distributors, you can pre-register. Just go to promoshow.com and click on that holiday banner, and you can get yourself pre-registered for the show. It's free, and we are going to have amazing self-promo giveaways from lots of suppliers. So it's going to be a fun show. So you should definitely get yourselves pre-registered or get yourself a booth and check it out. And then lastly, before we go, some exciting new content. We shared this last time, but I'm going to get people really pumped up about it. So September, we're going to be rolling out some new content.
And I am the host of this new piece of content. It's called Niche to Meet You, and we are highlighting niche companies in the promotional products industry. It's super fun. It's filmed kind of like TikTok style, very fast paced, fun graphics on the screen. It's fun. A very fun piece of content.
I'm really excited. And I'm super excited. We have Kat Hinckley back. Kat did a series with us called Building You during COVID, where she was trying to help us all survive. And she is back, and she's just helping us she's going to be doing a weekly video post about just improving ourselves, making ourselves better. And that's pretty much it. So she is full of energy and so inspirational. So you'll have to check her out. And I guess that's it. And Andrea will be back from vacation next week. So, yes. Yeah, I won't have you here by my side.
I won't be here next week.
No, you won't.
I had a lot of fun this week.
Yes, so. thank you for pinch hitting and filling in. You did a great job.
Thanks.
Nice to have you. All right, so we will see you back here next Thursday, 3 o'clock Eastern time for PJ Live. Thanks for joining us, everyone.